So we are going to start the 12th chapter, and not start actually, the 12th chapter, we are going to review it now. So I am sharing the screen again. So here we have already spoken last classes. We have already discussed about the past two themes. Bhakti is superior to impersonalism. So in the beginning, this 12th chapter is very, very important chapter because Bhagavad Gita is divided into three parts. 18th chapter is divided into three parts. First 6 chapter called Karma Yoga, because predominantly karma has been described by the Lord. And the last 13 to 18 is called Jnana Yoga, because Lord is speaking about a lot of the Lord based on the knowledge of devotional service and all. So, and the middle chapter called the Bhakti Yoga from 7 to 12. And 12th chapter is the last chapter of the Bhakti Yoga. So Lord is kind of wrapping up this Bhakti Yoga with a very beautiful subject, this devotional service. And Arjuna is asking that Bhakti is superior to impersonalism, whether Bhakti is superior, worshipping the personal form or worshipping the impersonal form. So Lord has categorically said to Arjuna that this is, worshipping the impersonal form is very much, pretty much difficult actually. Klesha adhikatara tesam is very, very difficult to concentrate on the impersonal form. So therefore, the personal form is the best. And it has been also stated in many, supported by many verses. We have seen that the result of fixing your mind on the personal form or engaging in the personal form of life is more and more blissful, very practical, and very easy. Susukham kartum abhayam, very easy to execute. Even a small child also can come and dance and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and dance, and he will get the wonderful result on this, instead of meditating on these things. So it is not practical. In personal form also very difficult. Eventually they get into the kingdom of the Godhead, but it is very difficult process for the general masses. So bhakti is the best, easiest way. So Lord has categorically said the superiority of the bhakti over impersonal worshipping. Then the next theme, Lord is explaining the progressive stage of devotion. In progressive stage of devotion, Lord says that the first class is the first stage, or the superior stage is the fixing the mind and intelligent upon me. That is manmana bhava mada bhakta madajaji mam namaskar. That is the best. Always think of Krishna. Satatam kirtanta mam. But you cannot do that. Still, bhakti is so beauty. Krishna consciousness is so beauty that if you cannot do that, we have option. Then you do the sadhana bhakti, practicing regulative principle to increase your desire to remember Krishna. Because remembering Krishna, as Krishna says, manmana bhava means always think of me. Satatam smrateva Vishnu. So this thinking of Krishna always is not so easy actually, because your mind is so stubborn, so chanchalahi manha Krishna, Arjuna said. Arjuna is such a great fighter, great personality. He himself admitted that mind is so stubborn, so obstinate, so unbridled. It cannot be controlled. So therefore, it is very difficult to bring the mind under the control of thinking of Krishna. In the beginning, we have to be trained. Therefore, the sadhana bhakti is a training to bring your mind. That Prabhupada has introduced this training, this temple program, or the Hare Krishna program, that morning getting up Mangalarti, chanting the round, Tulsi Puja, Bhagavatam classes, Prasadam, Sankirtan, evening. In this way, we are practicing how to control our mind to concentrate on Krishna. Controlling mind means when you engage the mind in the service of Krishna. Automatically mind is controlled. That is the best way to control the mind. So therefore, the second process, the second option is that regulative principle or sadhana bhakti. Through the sadhana bhakti, one can gradually come to the stage of remembering Krishna always. Then if you cannot do the sadhana bhakti, one surrenders your work to Krishna. Anything you do, yat karosi, yat dasanasi, yat josi dadasyat, yat tapasyasi konteya, tat kurusa madarpanam. That is karma yoga. You do it for Krishna. Anything you do it for Krishna. Because you cannot do regulative principle. At least you are working or doing some activities other than, regulative principle. You surrender your work, your fruits should be surrendered to Krishna. If that also we cannot do, we cannot perform, then give up the result of one was some good cause. Like that is called niskama karma yoga. Niskama karma yoga means your fruits you use for some charitable things, some good cause. So that in this way you will slowly elevate. Elevation will be there. Slowly, gradually elevation. Gradually elevation to surrender to the Krishna. Self-realization will come. At least come to the point of giving your result to something. Niskama karma yoga. In chapter 2, Krishna, chapter 2, Lord is explaining to Arjuna, why don't you fight? You fight. If you die also, you will go to heaven. So kama karma yoga. Then he was speaking about niskama karma yoga. You do for the sake of your duty as a Kshatriya. Don't expect what is my gain or profit. In this way, will come to stage of the self-realization. So Krishna has given so many options, so that whole idea to make the conditioned soul qualify to come to the stage of going back to Godhead. So there is always the option. The Krishna consciousness is so beautiful. Everybody can come to the Krishna consciousness, provided they have to surrender to the Lord. So that is the whole. They have to follow the process. So in this way, one can come slowly to the stage of. And the last verses, Krishna say that there's a bit of tricky verses. We now start with these verses. Krishna say that if you cannot take to this practice, you cannot do this principle of devotional service. Krishna has given 4 options. Either you are first class, means you always think of me, or you follow the regulative principle ordered by the spiritual master, or you work for Krishna, or you work for good cause. All of these things you cannot do, these 4 things. Then what you do that? Then you cannot take to this practice. Then engage yourself in the cultivation of knowledge. Try to understand the knowledge, cultivate the knowledge. Better than knowledge is, however, meditation. And better than meditation is renunciation of the fruits of the action. For by such renunciation, one can attain the peace of mind. So here in Bhagavad Gita, you see there's a discrepancy here, but I will tell you discrepancy. You may not know now. You have to study scrutinizingly to understand this verse. So Krishna said that karma yoga. First, he told the karma, there are 4 kinds of yoga in Bhagavad Gita. Karma yoga, then jnana yoga is more superior to karma, then dhyana yoga, then bhakti yoga. In karma yoga is the beginning. Krishna is speaking, actually he spoke in first 6 chapter, where you have to renounce the fruit of your action. Your fruit of your action should be given to the Lord. Karma means any activity, mundane activities. Yoga means bhakti. That means your activities, mundane activities, a result of your mundane activity has to be offered to Krishna. Then it becomes karma yoga. It is not a pure yoga, but still it is better. Then slowly you become elevate to the jnana yoga. You have some knowledge. When you have some knowledge, you are not engaged in fruitive activities. Now you are cultivating some knowledge about the Krishna. Impersonal knowledge, Brahman knowledge of Brahman. That is called jnana yoga. You are not interested in fruitive activities, but you are interested in some knowledge. You have got some advance in some knowledge of Brahman. Then when you are increased in that knowledge of Brahman, then you are meditating process. You can come to meditate on the absolute truth. When that increases meditation, then it comes to devotional service of the Lord. Devotional service, engaging in 9 type of devotional service: hearing, chanting, no, serving the Lord, remembering, worshipping, so and so forth. 9 actually 9. This is the hierarchy. But here Krishna is telling that if you do not do that, better first is telling jnana yoga, cultivation of knowledge is better. Engage in the cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge is yoga system, meditation. You meditate on the super soul. And better than that is meditation, is renunciation of the fruits of the karma yoga is telling. Why? Why Krishna has changed it? Actually, it's not about the priority, it's about the accessibility. Because jnana yoga is very difficult, involves so much cultivation, so much analysis and research. Meditation also very practically, it is impossible. They must take things like Ashtanga yoga and all. But as far as our practical accessibility, pragmatism is concerned, this renounced karma yoga is better because it's practical. Therefore, Prabhupada is writing, although karma yoga, you can see here Prabhupada writing here in purport, although karma yoga is lowest on the yoga ladder, Krishna says it is better than meditation because it is more practical. It does not disturb the mind with harsh and impractical requirement for renunciation. So Krishna here, Prabhupada says that although yoga ladder starts with the karma yoga, then you elevate to the jnana, then bhakti. But here Krishna is telling, as far as accessibility is concerned, it is better to have a karma yoga because it's a practical. You can renounce the fruits easily. But in others, a whole idea is renouncing. Renouncing is main thing. Without renouncing, you cannot become a yoga. You cannot become yogi. Krishna says in chapter 6, text 2, we have to renounce. In case of jnana and dhyana, the renunciation is very difficult. But in karma yoga, is very easy. So here you can see that to qualify become a yogi, Krishna says in the very beginning, in the dhyana yoga system, chapter 6, 2, we have already gone through this one. Here it is stated, Krishna says that to become qualified to become a yogi, we need to, what is called renunciation, you should know to be same as yoga, or linking oneself with Supreme. O son of Pandu, for one can never become a yogi unless he renounces the desire for sense gratification. So that is the point underlined. One cannot become any kind of yogi, either is a karma or a jnana or a dhyana or a bhakti, unless one renounces the desire for sense gratification. Nowadays they are having the hatha yoga, this kind of yoga in a 5-star hotel, in this hotel, that hotel. This is not yoga. Yoga means first of all you have to renounce the sense gratification. Then you become qualified as a yogi. What kind of yogi? Any kind of yogi. First of all, either you are a karma yogi, means you have to renounce your fruits. You have a jnana yogi, means you have renounced everything, renounce even engaging in fruitive activities. You have to renounce something. Even meditation also, you have to renounce sense gratification, because you need all the things like asana, yama, niyama, asana, dharana, pratyahara, samadhi, all these stages we have to be celibacy. Krishna say one has to be celibate, go to the secluded place, do all the things. Jnana yogi also, they do not engage in the fruitive activities. And those who are engaged in fruitive activities, they do not enjoy their fruits. Bhakti yoga is all, everything are offered to the Lord, everything, A to Z, bhakti yoga. They do only for the Krishna's service. Krishna is the proprietor. To try to understand this, you have to qualify, become a yogi, you have to renounce the sense gratification. The desire for sense gratification is there, and you want to be any kind of yogi, bhakti, karmi, you cannot do that. Milk and water cannot be mixed. That is not proper way. It will dilute it. Therefore, first qualification is sense gratification. You have to give up in order to become. So, supposing I am thinking I want to become so ambitious, I want to become a top in material things. At the same time, you want to become a spiritually advanced. That does not go well. Prabhupada says that goes ill. That is completely diametrically opposite. Bhakti means automatically your material sense gratification, material ambition, material obligation, material everything, aspiration, all will be decreased. That is inversely proportional. In science, we have learned that physics inversely proportional means if one is higher, another has to be low. Bhakti parisanu bhava viraktir anyata. Bhakti means I should have a low. My bhakti is high means I should have a low on mundane sense gratification, a desire for any kind of material things. Material things must be low. That is the taste. That is the taste of bhakti. Bhakti paresanu bhava viraktir anyata. I should have a distaste on all the things. Otherwise, there is no bhakti. I cannot become a sense enjoyer at the same time. I Krishna, I like Krishna consciousness. I can execute Krishna consciousness. No, that's not progressive way. That's not progressive way. Just like Prabhupada given an example. If you are 60% Krishna consciousness means you are 40% Maya. If you are 60% Maya means you are 40% Krishna consciousness. So therefore, this verses is very interesting verses. Krishna says that although Krishna now flip it, Krishna is little different things what he has taught in the beginning of the chapter. He told karma yoga is more practical, so better do that. If you cannot follow the principle of devotional service, like concentrating your mind, sadhana bhakti under spiritual master, all the things, you start with this one, this process. This process you start. In particular, if karma yoga without any renouncing the fruits of the action. Just like I can give to everything to Krishna. I'm going to marketplace. I'm earning money. I can, I can buy flowers for Krishna. I can buy something for Krishna, fruits for Krishna. So this somehow and other you renounce the fruit means offer to the Krishna like this. But one can attain the peace of mind. That is also stated in Bhagavad Gita. This is the beautiful verses in Karma Yoga that by knowing that 529 Bhaktaram Jagyam Tapasam Sarvalokom Maheshwaram Sridam Sarvabhutanam Gantvam Santim Archati. The sages, knowing me as the ultimate purpose of all sacrifices and austerity, the supreme lord of all planet, demigod, and their benefactor, well-wisher of all living entity, attain peace from the pangs of material misery. In Karma Yoga section, when you're doing all these things, Niskama Karma Yoga, without expecting the fruits, then you will come to the stage of peace, my peace of mind. The result is the peace of mind. Attain the peace of mind. Krishna also same thing as he can attain the peace of mind by this process. Then the next theme is actually qualities that endure one to Krishna. The qualification of the pure devotee that will attract Krishna. Because devotees sometimes say that, okay, now I am engaged, I am initiated, or I am coming to Krishna consciousness movement, then I am free from everything. I can do everything. Although Krishna say that, Pratijanihi Konteya Name Bhakta Pranasati, my devotee will never perish. Even though they do some abominable act, but that is not a concession. That is not that I can do anything, Krishna will help. That is the misinterpretation of that. Sometimes devotees are very much complacency. They do not care for Maya. So therefore, they think that I will be always protected by Krishna. Okay, I am already come. No, we should be qualified. In the beginning stage, we are not so strong. We should be qualified. Then it will be protected. Krishna will protect. We should manifest the qualities of this quality that dearer to Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Api chetu durachara bhajante mam ananya bhak sadhureva samanteva samyak vyavasistha. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if we engage in devotional service, is to be considered saintly because it's properly situated in his determination. That does not mean that, this accidental mistake, not that every time mistake. Devotees do not do mistake because they develop all these good qualities. Here, there is so many qualities are there. Very, very important. We should check ourselves whether we have developed this quality and how to develop this quality. More and more we are determined and engage in Krishna consciousness service. We will this kind of quality will manifest it. Let us discuss about the quality that is very much dearer to Krishna. Krishna himself saying that I like this quality of a devotee. So therefore, it is very, very important. Because a devotee means one must, just like I have got fever, means my body is warm. That is the symptoms of my fever. I cannot fake it. That to fake to Krishna is impossible, next to impossible. There is a symptom. So devotee means one should develop that symptoms. Of course, sometimes we cannot judge it when you are neophyte level. Just like today was telling that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So one person, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, doing some bhajan. Many people came. Many people are doing bhajan kirtan along with Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. One person become fainted like this, fainted, rolling on the ground. Then Bhakti Gaur Kishore Das was very angry. He told, "Get out." Everybody was onlooker very shocked. Why is it so much great devotee? Ecstasy is rolling on the ground. Then then Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj was asked by his disciple, not disciple, he has only one disciple, by his follower, that why did you say that? No, then he explained that just like a chaste woman cannot be naked other than before his husband. Similarly, those who are pure devotee cannot exhibit his symptoms of pure devotional service before everybody. So sometimes we misjudge the pure devotees. It is also stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is difficult to judge the pure devotee. But nonetheless, we should understand what are the qualities Krishna like it. Adeshtra sarva bhutana maitra karuna evacha nirmama nirharankara sama dukha sukha khyami. Let us know this one by one. One who is not adeshtra sarva bhutana, who is not envious, but it is kind of friend to all living entities. See, that is very important. Adeshta sarvabhutana, but is kind to all living entities. Why he is not envious? This envious quality is very, very important. Because devotees, Krishna likes the devotees. Why? Because devotee has this kind of qualities. Although Krishna is not partial. See, Krishna say, I am not this one verse before. Krishna is telling here that samahas, what is that? Samaham sarvabhuteshu name deshasti na priya. Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya maiti teshu chati. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me. I am also friend to him. Therefore, he is here saying that devotees are very dear to me. I am friend to. Why? Because they have this quality. This quality means adeshta. Adeshta sarvadesho means jealous, enviousness. Material world means envious of each other. That's all. I am envious of you, you are envious of me. I am jealous of you, you are jealous of me. That is whole going in competition. What is this corporate world? Corporate world means that is the competition rat race. The one rat is competing with another rat. That's all. Ultimately, they become rat, but still they are competing. Corporate rat race. Everybody is jealous of another. Everybody wants to become a master here. Because that is the thing. The desho means jealousy, enviousness, the root cause of our conditioning life. We have fallen down from Krishna, only enviousness from Krishna. Why should he be master alone? Why should I cooperate in Rasalila? Why I will do my Rasalila? That is the first. The thought of this one is the cause of our bondage, cause of our falling down to the material world. Why he has become master? Sometimes Prabhupada give an example. In a company, sometimes the servant think that why this master, I have to serve master. Why I have not become master? The tendency is there. When it is exercised, then we have fallen down. The tendency of independence is given by Krishna, minute independence. So when you wrongly exercise this independence, misuse that independence, and envious of Krishna, jealous of Krishna, why should I cooperate? I don't want to be cooperate with Rasalila. But we do not know that. Always there is a rule. Inferiors must cooperate with superior, must serve the superior, just like a finger must serve the body. Otherwise, it will be in a disease condition. Similarly, all the inferior should, just like in a company, the servant is serving rendering service to the boss. Similarly, Krishna is the superior. We are so inferior. Krishna is infinite. We are infinite, Sima. We are so minute. Even so much minute. He says that this spirit soul size is 1 of 1,000 tip of the hair. If you divide the tip of the hair into 1,000, that is the size of the soul. Therefore, Prabhupada said that Tinadapi Suni Sena Tororopi Saisuna. Why we are telling we are inferior to the blade of grass? Because our size also spiritually very, very inferior. So he is the supreme master. We are the servant. That enviousness comes like this. Therefore, whole material world is running under this envious of each other. It started from Krishna. But devotees, when they realize that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the supreme controller. Namaste Todya. Last time we had, last Bhagavatam classes, Kunti Stuti. Namaste. What is that? Namaste Ishwaram Todyam. Namaste Ishwaram Todyam. You are the controller. You are the Suptodyam, the Adi Purusha. Namaste Purusam Todyam Ishwaram Prakate Param Alakhyam Sarvabhutanam Antarbahiravastitam. So you are the supreme Adi Purusha. You are the supreme controller. So devotee knows that. Therefore, they offer obeisances. Kunti Devi is the aunt, is a mother like Krishna. But still, she knows the position of Krishna, the supreme position of the Krishna. Therefore, she offering obeisances. Namaste Purusam Todyam. You are the supreme personality of Godhead, original supreme personality of Godhead. You are the supreme controller. Therefore, I offer my obeisances. That is Adeshta Sarvabhutanam, who is not envious but is a friend to all living entity. When we know that we are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, Krishna say, Mamayansa Jiva Loko Jiva Bhutta Sanatana. 15:7 Bhagavad Gita. Bijanam Sarvabhutanam. What is that? 14:4. Krishna says, Aham Bija Pradapita. I am the seed giving father. Supposing if I know and my father is Mr. X, my father is, then all his children is my brother and sister. So I will not have any fight. See, fighting between brother and sister is not so serious actually. So I will not fight it because I have a common father. So devotees know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, Supreme Father. Sarvabhutanam. Aham Bija Pradapita. Sarvabhutanam Aham. I am the seed giving. Therefore, devotees always see everything in the same equal level because they are part and parcel of the Lord. Therefore, they are kind to every living entities. Kind to every living entity. This is stated in beautiful verses Bhagavad Gita that devotee means how they see. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavyastini Sunichaiva Sopakacha Panditaha Samadasinaha. The humble sages by virtue of knowledge see with equal vision to a learned, gentle vision, a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, elephant, dog and dog eater. How they can see equal vision? A dog eater with a learned Brahmana, because they know they are all part and parcel of the Lord. Therefore, they are not envious. They are not envious. That is the quality of the devotees. By knowledge, they know that everybody is the same, all a part and parcel of them. Krishna is the Father. Unless we come to the Krishna consciousness understanding, they cannot be. Therefore, outside always competition, always envious of each other. Neighbors are envious. Envious of each other, because if you are not Krishna consciousness, even your family become envious of you. What to speak about others? Maitra Karuna Evacha, who does not think himself a proprietor. Maitra means friendly actually. A friend to all living entity. All living entity is friend. Not that human being, and send all this slaughterhouse, all these cows, no, cows to slaughterhouse, animal to slaughter, goat to slaughterhouse. What kind of Maitra? What kind of humanity this? I am humanitarian. I am humanity. What is this? Eh? What is this? Praja means everybody is Praja. Praja means who is born in this land is Praja. That means everybody, all living entity, including animals, they should be taken care, they should be protected. Daridra Narayana. What is this Daridra Narayana? Rich or Daridra, everybody should be protected. You protect Daridra Narayana, why you are killing the goat Narayana, cow Narayana? If Narayana is everywhere, Krishna said that Sarva Bhutanam Hudeshu Tishtati. If Narayana is everywhere, Daridra Narayana, why not in goat Narayana? Why you are sending this? All this kind of thing is very, very not broad-minded, narrow-minded. All this nationalism, I'm American, Hindu, Mohammedan, Christian, all this nationalism, all this is also very narrow-minded, very narrow-minded. They are not broad-minded. Krishna do not like that. I'm Englishman, I'm white, black. I'm humanitarian, I'm doing very pious activities, but I'm sending this slaughterhouse, all this cow. This is Krishna do not like. Krishna say, Aveshtu Sarva Bhutanam. Maitri Karuna Avacha. Maitri means always friend. Friend and very, Karuna means very kind friend. He's a kind friend to all living, very kind. Not just a friend, kind friend. Karuna. That is the things Krishna like it. The very big, and these verses can be explained for so many hours actually. If you go through the particular, so therefore I have noted down so many verses. So this is the quality of this devotees are like this. They're always karuna. And best karuna means to introduce somebody to Krishna consciousness, to preaching Krishna consciousness as the highest welfare activity, Prabhupada said. By feeding somebody or giving cloth or treatment hospital. Nowadays they are opening the free hospital, free food, these free clothing or helping somebody. These are for the one lifetime or for temporarily, but permanently you want somebody to help. I mean, you want somebody to help or show your kindness. You have to introduce Krishna consciousness. You have to preach Krishna consciousness. You may say that I do not know. Simply you introduce them, you tell them, chant Hare Krishna, Jare dekha tare kaha Krishna upadesh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. Just introduce your family. Charity starts with your family. Introduce that how Krishna is supreme. We are nothing. Zero. We have come here, we will die. We have not, whatever we have, either I am a Bill Gates or gatekeeper. At the time of death, I will not take any sense, any possession. Coffin has no pocket. Coffin has no pocket. The graveyard has no pocket. You cannot carry anything. Like just Alexander the Great. He told, open my hand. Although he conquered almost all the part of the world, but he told simply, I have nothing. I come naked, I am going naked. Nothing is mine. Nothing belongs to me. So we should introduce this Krishna consciousness. That is actually the most welfare activity. That is called actually karuna. Karuna means to spread this Krishna consciousness to everyone. Jare dekha tare kaha Krishna upadesh. That is real karuna. And for that we have to adeshya sarva bhutanam, means you cannot envious. If you are envious, jivahinsa. Prabhupada say one of the verses, I forget. I will find out also. Jivahinsa means not preaching to others. That is called real jivahinsa. Jivahinsa, not only that you are sending your slaughterhouse. That is also jivahinsa. But real jivahinsa means you are not preaching Krishna consciousness. That is called jivahinsa, means you are envious or violent to the jiva. You are not preaching. Therefore, devotees, they do not envious. They know that everybody according to their karma is having a rest. Somebody is dressed like Shah Rukh Khan, somebody dressed like somebody. But everybody is dressed according to karma. And they are going to have a different dresses. Vasam sijinnani datha vihaya. Tatha sarirani naroparani. So they will change the dress. So therefore they preach actually. They preach to others. There's a beautiful verses in Bhagavatam stated that there's some beautiful qualities of the devotees also. Titikha karunikaha shrita sarvadehinam data satrava santaha sadhava sadhusanaha. The symptoms of sadhu are that he is tolerant, merciful, friendly to all living entities. This is what Krishna also telling. Friendly to, he has no enemies, he is peaceful, he abides by the scripture and all his characteristics are sublime. So Krishna also same thing. Adishta sarvabhutanam maitra karuna, kind to everyone. And nirmana nirahankara, who does not think himself as a proprietor and free from false ego. Every word, can be have a one class actually. Nirmana, very important. Nirmama means ahankara. Nirmama means proprietorship. Like I am the proprietor. Everybody telling what is the, I am engineer, I am doctor, I have this. No, this is not bhakti platform. Bhakti jurisdiction, this is not coming. Because every devotees means we must know that, just like I showed the verses, 529, that everything is Krishna's. Everything is Krishna properties. Krishna says that everything belongs to me. Bhaktaram Jagyam Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheswara. I am the Sarvaloka Maheswara. I am the controller of everything. I am the possessor of everything. Isopanishad also say that Isavasam Idam Sarvam. I am the Isavasam Idam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatayam Jagateen Taktena Bunjitam Agritha Kascha Siddhanam. Everything animate, inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. Owned by the Lord. Therefore, one should accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his quota, and one should not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong. We should know that everything belongs to Krishna. So therefore, Nirmama means free from the proprietorship. I have got this much of money, I have got this property, I have got that property. What property you have got? Everything belongs to Krishna. It should be utilized for Krishna. So therefore, we should not be falsely proud that I am this, I am that, and I have got this. Bhakti means sarvopadi vinirmuktam tat prasadena nirmalam. Narada Pancharitrika. Narada Muni describing the definition of bhakti. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, when we will study after Bhagavad Gita. So we will know that what is called pure bhakti. Sarvopad is the designation. I am this, I am a rich person, I am that. All designations should be cleansed. Then only bhakti comes. Therefore, the nirmama, the proprietorship, you should not think that I am the proprietor of the thing. Everything belongs to Krishna. Everything. Therefore, Bhakti Vinod Thakur is singing now. Jo kuchu thilo, deho, geho, jo kuchu thilo, what my wife, my body, everything, arpita, I have offered you, Gopinath. I have offered you. Beautiful song is there. That is called Nirmama. The devotees know that everything belongs to Krishna. So they are not proud of their proprietorship. They never claim their proprietorship. Nirharankara. Nirharankara means Nirahankara. Nirahankara means false ego, that I am the body. I am the body. And any bodily relationship is mine. Devotee must not think that I am the body. Then gone, everything gone. Yaha samhitam jivam. As soon as you think of that I am the body, then this is not God. This is not devotee quality. This is Maya. You are infected by Maya. Ayaya samahita jivam atmanam trigunatmam puropi manute anartham tatkritam chavipadyate. Vyasadeva is speaking. Due to this external energy, the living entity, although transcendental to the three modes of material nature, thinks of himself as a material product. Thus he undergoes reaction of material misery. So he thinks of that I am this body. Therefore, Krishna beginning, he said that Dehinam Sinjatha De Komanam Javanam Tattatha Dehantara Prati. I am not this body, Arjuna. I am not this body. Nirankara, false ego. Sama dukkha sukha khami. Sama dukkha means who is equal in both happiness, distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied. Sama dukkha sukha khami means is equal in both happiness, distress, and also khami means actually his Prabhupada, his example is khami is excuse actually, is tolerant. Tolerant means forgiveness. He forgives. Let us discuss about the sama dukkha sukha. Sama dukkha sukha means anything distress and happiness. Devotee, that is the quality. Devotee, that is the quality. They are always sama dukkha sukhi. Arjuna, Krishna say that, Arjuna, that matras prasastu konti sitasna sukha dukkha. Arjuna is lamenting, oh, I will lose my father, I will get in this fighting, I have to kill my father, they will die, my grandfather will die, my teacher will die. So Krishna said, very nice verse, Matra svasastu konteya sikosna sukha dukkada agamapyon anityasya tantitikkhasya bharata. So, O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness, distress, and their disappearance in due course are like appearance, disappearance of the winter or summer season. They arise from sense perception. Ocean of Bharata, one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. So Krishna advised, these are samma dukkha. Devotees, they know that. This is all like temporary. According to our karma, we have been sometimes in distress condition, sometimes in happy condition. In both these things, they know that this is all the pass of the time. This is a transient period. According to karma, I'm having this problem. So we should tolerate. Tanti tikha sarjana. One should tolerate that. In the next verses also Krishna say, very nice verses. Krishna also say that, same thing Krishna say. Yahi na vyakhanti eta purusam purusarvasava samadukha sukham dhiram. Same thing. Samadukha sukham kami. Here samadukha sukham dhiram. Same actually meaning. Samritta vyakalpate. Very important verses. O best among our men, Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness, distress, and is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation. If we are carried away by the happiness, distress, then we will not get the liberation. We have to be we know that everything is providential. Everything, particularly devotees are surrendered to Krishna. Anything happen is good. Subha, they're thinking that this is all transient. That is the impetus to grow actually. First of all, devotee will think, see, very nice. In this, so many verses can be quoted in this one. Let me go to the one verses now. See, here it is very nice verses. Tattenu kumpasu sumikhyamana hunjena vatma kitam vipakhyam. So here in these verses, they say that, my dear Lord, who earnestly wait for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reaction of his past misdeeds and offering you respectful obeisances with this heart, word and body is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. That means the devotee means, symptoms of devotee means, even there is sadness come and distress come, he will be thinking because of my karma, it has come and it has been reduced by the Lord. And he's praising the Lord, glorifying my Lord. Instead of 100%, you have reduced to 80% or 60%, 40%. Thank you for that. That is the best. The devotee should think like that. One time Prabhupada was there, there was a festival or something going on, service, and Prabhupada was there in kitchen. Prabhupada was explaining somebody. One person is cutting some vegetables and his hand little bit of caught by the knife. So he came, Prabhupada, I was doing service for Krishna. Why I got the caught? Prabhupada said that your finger would have caught. Krishna helped. Just given a token of punishment. So this kind of thing we should think, a devotee like Prabhupada, how they are thinking according to scripture. Scripture also said the same thing. A devotee should think that it's a token of punishment. I should have got more punishment, but Krishna has reduced it. That is the fact also. That is a fact. Samasrita pada pallava padam punya jasari murari bhavam vadu vachapadam. See, big problem become very small when you take shelter of Krishna. We take shelter of Krishna. Therefore, devotee understanding all the things, they are always sama dukkha sukha khami. Sama dukkha sukha. They are not built by all this distress. And this because this is pertaining to the body only. According to our karma, we have got the body. We are in material world. According to our karma, we may get it. And if you are more advanced devotee like Kunti Devi, he is praying Vipada Santusta. What is that? Vipada Santusta. Forget. Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru. See, if you are more pure devotee, I mean more advanced devotee like, what do you think now when there is a danger or there is a distress? Vipada Santusta Saswa Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru. Bhavat Darsanam Yassada Punar Bhavadarsana. I wish that all those calamity would happen again and again, so that we could see you again and again. For seeing you means we will no longer see repeated birth and death. So devotee, they are wishing for the calamities, because when you are distressed condition, we always remember Krishna. Just like when you are hungry, you appreciate the food. When you are not hungry, the God sumptuous prasadam also you may not like it. Similarly, when you are in a distressed conditions, we more appreciate the mercy of Krishna. That is the advanced level of thinking. So these qualities of the devotee must be exhibited. You should understand this. Try to, it's easy to understand, but practically you have to do it. Sama dukkha sukha khami. Khami means tolerant. Who can be more tolerant? Is this tolerant? See, today I think we can finish only one verse. Of course, there is another 3 years there, but there's so many things to learn. Khami means tolerant or forgiving. There is a beautiful example of forgiving there. Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ was crucified, he told, "My Lord, please forgive them. They do not know what they are doing." See, that is the quality of the devotee. A forgiving, tolerant. Titiksha. Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur was beaten by 24 market. He told, "My Lord, forgive them." Vasudev Datta. We went last time in our spiritual trip to Mayapur and Jagannath Puri. We went to the Vasudev Datta. Vasudev Datta told, "My Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please give me the sins of everyone. Let me suffer. Let all the people go back to Godhead." He is more merciful than Jesus Christ. That is Vaishnava. First class Vaishnava. More merciful. They are tolerant. If we insult them also, they don't. Rishabhadev. We are learning Bhagavatam, Rishabhadev. He was going, people are throwing stone to him. Just a madman. But he is tolerant. Very tolerant. Without tolerant, one cannot, just like Prahlad Maharaj. He was being tortured, tormented by his father. He was thrown from the cliff. He was thrown into assembly in the midst of a poisonous snake. He was administered poison. He was thrown into fire. So many torture, tormentation, trampled by the elephants. But he was tolerant. He excused, he is forgiven his father. What he is telling his father is beautiful. He told, "Father, my dear Nasyadev, I want one benediction." When Nasyadev was asking, Prahlad Maharaj asked some benediction. He told, no, I do not pray for you the benediction. I am not like bribing somebody. No, it's not like a merchant, business things. I pray you because I want to get something. No, that is not, that is motivated one. Motivated devotional service. He is a Mahabhagavata. Dharma projita kaitava. All motivated things is gone. Srimad Bhagavatam never include any character who has got motivated devotional service. This is that Prahlad Maharaj who was being always tortured, tormented by his father. What he is telling that very nicely, speaking to Nrsimhadev. Prahlad Maharaj said, "O Supreme Lord, because you are so merciful to the fallen soul, I ask you only one benediction. I know that my father at the time of death had had already been purified by your glance upon him. But because of his ignorance of your beautiful power and supremacy, he was unnecessarily angry at you, falsely thinking that you were the killer of his brother. Thus, he directly blasphemed your lordship, the spiritual master of all living beings, committed heavily sinful activity directed against me. Your devotee, at me and your devotee. I wish that he be excused for this sinful activity. That is called kami, means excuse. That is called, see, Prahlad Maharaj. So many examples can be given in this on this topic. How people are written. One thing I forget. Sometimes we say how are you. Devotee do not say how are you. One time London Prabhupada was somebody asked Prabhupada how are you. Prabhupada said that for me how are you is not how is your Krishna consciousness. Punarjanma jayaya. When Valmiki Sari, when that is the conversation of devotee. We cannot be half. The two-way answer can be given. How are you? First of all, this material world is full of dukkhalayam asasakam. Nobody can be how are you. Everybody is disease condition. A person in hospital, if you say how are you, if he answered that I am cool, that is useless. Actually, that kind of ridiculous answer. He cannot be cool in a hospital bed. Similarly, we are all disease condition. This material world is a hospital. How can I be fine? I am fine. I am cool. I am good. What kind of answer this is? Devotee knows that. That is the one kind of answer. Second kind of answer, if one is very advanced level devotee, he will say that there is no, this is a useless question because devotee always Vishwam Punnam Sukhayate, they are always happy. They know that they are under the shelter of the Lord. They do not care for all this sama dukkha, sukha. Dukkha, sukha, they are very oblivion to that. They know that they are always happy. They are oblivion to this bodily distress and happiness. Just like a child, as long as he is with father, nobody can bully him. Similarly, when a devotee surrendered to the Lord, for him always is the best day. Yad dinam tad dinam, megachanam tad dinam. Narada Muni has been said that what is the auspicious day? Inauspicious day is not that there is a overcast raining day. Is not an inauspicious day. But that day is inauspicious. Krishna bhajana samalpa varjita. Where there is no discussion about Krishna, that day is inauspicious. Therefore, devotees, how are you now? How is your Krishna consciousness going on? When this Valmiki, what is that Rishi? Vishwamitra came to Janak Maharaj to bring Ram and Lakshman to help him. He came first introduction, he told, oh Rajan, Dasarath is asking not how are you. Dasarath is asking to Vishwamitra to say, how is your Punarjanma Jayaya? How is your process or endeavor of winning, conquering the repeated birth and death going on? That was his first conversation. Not that nowadays, how are you? How are you doing? This is not the way that devotee speaks. How is your Krishna consciousness? How is your endeavoring for conquering birth and death? Punarjanma Jayaya. Whole idea is to Punarjanma Jayaya. Our Krishna consciousness means Punarjanma Jayaya. How to conquer the birth, death, disease. That is the whole idea of Krishna consciousness. The purpose of Krishna consciousness movement, the purpose of Krishna consciousness, the purpose of devotional service to how to conquer the birth, death, disease, old age. That is the obnoxious principle major. Therefore, devotees are sama dukkha sukha and khyami also is the excuse forgiven. They forgive. The beautiful verses are there to show that how a devotee, even though sometimes they were insulted, they were defamed, but still they were very much, they do not care for all the things. What is this verse? I'll forget. Let me see. The verse is there, very nice verse. Let me search. Yeah, very nice verse. The beautiful verses. It is stated that even though neglected, insulted, ridiculed, or envied by bad men, or even though repeatedly agitated by being beaten, tired of, deprived of one occupation, spat upon, or polluted with urine by ignorant people, one who desires to highest goal in life should, in spite of all the difficulty, use his intelligence to keep himself safe on the spiritual platform. So you see how the devotee, even though they are ridiculed, they do not, they do not react to it. They are always kami. Another verses is there. It is say that the devotee of the Lord are so forbearing that even though they are defamed, cheated, cursed, disturbed, neglected, or even killed, they are never inclined to avenge themselves. See, devotee never avenge. They are kami. They are kami. It's very difficult to become a kami, Unless you are devotee, Krishna consciousness, nobody can be kami. Nobody can be kami. Nobody can be tolerant and forgiving. It's impossible. Next to impossible. It is stated in this beautiful verses that it is very difficult to become a forgiving. It is stated here that, O soul of the universe, the condition of one's personality in material life is very strong. Therefore, it is very difficult even for a learned man to tolerate the offense committed against them by ignorant people. Only your devotee who are fixed in your loving service, who have achieved the peace by residing at your lotus feet, are able to tolerate such offense. See, that is the quality of devotee. They are kami. So see, wow, only 4 lines we have been discussing about like 1 hour already. Only 4. So how much things, deep. Although it looks like this is very easy, qualities. We just read a quality and just roll over it. No, everything has got, because this quality is not, because the Bhagavad Gita is not just a information. I am not here to give you information. I am here to transfer myself also, transformation. It's all for the transformation. Bhagavad Gita is meant for transformation. We should reflect on these qualities. It's just not information. Oh, I've got the notes, very nice notes. I've heard something, that's it. That's all. That's all about Krishna. No, Krishna consciousness means transformation. Application is important. First of all, hearing, then application of that. Arjuna heard about Bhagavad Gita and he was declining to fight. He was in a very precarious condition. Just like we are in also so many problems. We do not know what to do, what not to do. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is spoken for us through Arjuna. And after hearing Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says, Karishya Vachanatava. That personality who told, I will not fight, the same personality after hearing, he told, I will fight. He never said, I will go back now. I hear very nice. Krishna has very good information, very wisdom verses. Let's go back home. Let's not fight. No, he told, I will fight, because he realized that. He understood the divine plan of Krishna to fight. Therefore, he is executing, is fighting. Karishya Vachanam Tava. I shall fight Krishna. So whole idea of understanding this 4 lines, why it took so much time, because we should imbibe this. All this quality is meant for not information, for imbibe ourselves in our life. Although we have so many shortcomings, but by hearing this one, we're thinking that, oh, this is Krishna says very good quality. He's very dear to Krishna. Krishna himself telling, they are very dear to me. And we really seriously want to become a dearer to Krishna, dearer of Krishna, then we should develop this quality. And that quality is developed simply process of following the spiritual master, doing the regulative principles, and become more serious in Krishna consciousness. Automatically will be, this quality will be there. And you can see here this verses, those who are serious Krishna consciousness, they are serious in devotional service, they develop this quality. Jasasti Bhagavati Akinchana Sarve Gunesh Tat Samasate Suraha Haro Avaktyasakita Mahadguna Manorathena Sati Bhavata Bahi. All the demigods and their exalted qualities such as religion, knowledge, renunciation become manifest in the body of one who has developed unalloyed devotional for the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudeva. On the other hand, a person devoid of devotional service and engaged in material activity has no good qualities. Even he is adept at the practice of mystic yoga or the honest endeavor of maintaining his family and relatives, he must be driven by his own mental speculation and must engage in the service of the Lord's external energy. How can there be any good quality in such a man? Very good, very straightforward. Told that devotee means he must have, particularly pure devotee. These are the qualifications, these are the qualities that is exhibited in pure devotional service. So we have to practice seriously to come to the stage of that. Those who are not Krishna consciousness, you cannot expect any good quality. They may temporarily show as a good quality. Oh, he's good. Oh, you're looking good. You are good. They may flatter you, but their intention is very malefied, malicious. They cannot, because they are infected by the modes. Sometimes in mode of goodness, they may behave very nicely to you. But when they are infected by passion, ignorance, they will harm you. But devotees always transcendental to the modes. They always have good quality. Even though by mistake they do some harm to you, they will again come back. Of course, I am talking about advanced devotee. They will again repent it, and just like Yudhishthira Maharaj and Draupadi, they are the Pandavas. They were excusing Asustama for his heinous act of killing their innocent child of Draupadi, five children of Draupadi. So that is the qualities. And it has to be practically tested when the time comes. How we are aveshtu sarvabhutanam maitri karuna evacha nirmama nirhankara samadukka sukha kami. Unless we develop the quality, how Krishna will, this all to imbibe, not just informations. Oh, I know this is the verses Krishna. No. Let us finish another 4:1. It will be faster, I think. Santushta satatam yogi yatatma dridda nischaya mayarpita manobuddhir yad mata bhakta same priyaha. Krishna say that who is equal in both happiness, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-control, engaged in devotional service with determination, his mind intelligent fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. Krishna says very, very dear. Always satisfied. Santushta satatam yogi. That is the symptoms of devotee. They are always satisfied. They don't care. I want more money. I want more happiness, more and more. No. Yam labdha cha paramalavam. See, this is beautiful verses. This is beautiful. I like this topic because it can goes like, so many examples can be cited for this. So it is stated here very nicely. Yam labdacha paramalavam manyate nadikam tata jasmin stito dukkhena gurupati bichala. Yam labda means once you are engaging in service of devotional, once you get Krishna consciousness, that is the highest love, highest gain. We don't want any other gain in the world. There is nothing to be gained. Devotional service is the highest. Even though in a very distressed condition, a person is not deviated if he is in Krishna consciousness. Guru napi cha vichalayate. Guru napi means in a difficult situation also, he will never be disturbed because he knows Krishna is there. Therefore, he is always santushta, always happy. Vissampunnam sukhayate, he is always happy. Always satisfied. Devotee means always satisfied. If devotee having problem, oh, what going on, Prabhu? I have a problem. My child has some problem. My wife has a problem. I have a job problem. This means he is not a devotee. He is a neophyte level. Devotee means I have no problem. I have only problem that I am not following this principle of Krishna consciousness rigidly. They are thinking that, oh, I should do more, anxiety, I should do more service, I am not doing service more. That is only dissatisfaction. Otherwise, material satisfaction is concerned. No, they are always. Brahmabhutta prasanatma na sochuti na kankyati. They are not lamenting, neither their anxiety of getting anything, nor lamenting of losing anything. Because they have got the highest thing. This is the highest, this is nothing more than that. Krishna says that. There is nothing more than this devotional service. Uddhava, he told to Uddhava. What more remains to be attained, accomplished for the perfect devotee? after achieving devotional service unto me. Nothing left. Nothing left. Dhruva Maharaj, he went to Madhuban, Vrindavan, to pray for a kingdom even higher than Brahmalok. Then within 6 months, Krishna is very satisfied because he's a 5 years boy and undergoing so much austerity under the guidance of Narada Muni. So Krishna was very satisfied and he came to see him. Then when the Dhruva Maharaj saw the Lord within 6 months, and he's praying like very nicely. He's praying very nicely here. Sthana vilasi tapasi stitoham tvam Prabhupada always sing this one. Praptvavan deva munindra guhyam kanchan vichinmana pidibhyaratan swami kitosmis baram na jache. When he was being blessed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Dhruva Maharaj said, "Oh my Lord, because I was seeking an opulent material position, I was performing severe type of penance and austerity. Now I have gotten you. You are very difficult for the great demigod, saintly person and kings to attain. I was searching after a piece of glass, but instead I have found a most valuable jewel. Therefore, I am so satisfied. I do not wish to ask any benediction from you." That is called Santushta. Santushta Satatam Yogi. Santushta Sata, always satisfied. Krishna consciousness means always. Nissampannam Sukayate, always satisfied. Asatam Diddha Nishchaya, always in determination. They are full of determination. Yogi means self-control. Yogi means self-control and engage in devotional service with determination. Yogi means always self-control. As I told you, one cannot become a yogi without self-control. So, Jatatma Duddha Nishchay. Jatatma Duddha Nishchay means always engage in devotional service with determination. Satatam Kirtanti Mama Jadantata Duddhavata. That is also Krishna say. The symptoms of devotee means Krishna say here very nicely. This verse of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Satatam Kirtantamama Jadantascha Duddhavata Namashantasya Mam Bhakta Nitya Jukta Upasate. So Satatam Kirtanta Mama Asantascha Duddhavata Namashantasya Mam Bhakta Nitya Jukta. Always chanting my glory, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, this great soul perpetually worship me with devotion. So this is the meaning of that. This is the quality. Devotee means always engaging, always wanted to speak about Krishna. Everybody likes to hear about something. Everybody, ears is a gateway to liberation. Everybody wants to speak something. Some vibrate. Even the animals also vibrating. Some things and all we want to vibrate. Why not Krishna Katha? Everybody wants to hear something. Why not Krishna Katha? In this way, we will engage in the Krishna consciousness, devotional service. His mind and intelligence fixed on me, such a devotee. My arpita manobuddhi. Mind always and intelligence, both are fixed on Krishna. Always thinking of intelligence, how to do for Krishna, how to serve nicely, how to please nicely, how to speak about Krishna, how to hear Krishna Katha. That is called intelligence. And mind also. So in this way, we can, if we develop these are the qualities, imbibe this quality and develop, these are the qualities Krishna say, such a devotee of mine who exhibited or who has endowed with such a qualities are very dear to, is very dear to. So if you want to become a dearer to Krishna, then we should imbibe these qualities. We should imbibe these qualities. Otherwise, we cannot, we have to develop that quality. So thank you very much, because this only 2 verses we have covered today. 2 verses we managed to cover today, because of these verses are very important. It's not informational verses, they're very transformational. So any question, anybody has any question, anything on this subject, because we will continue with next session. These are so many other qualities are there. Also, we can study. I think next session we will complete this. Yeah. But these two verses covers most of the wonderful qualities that a devotee must exhibit, must endow in order to become a devoted to Krishna. You cannot become I am devoted to Krishna because I am working, I am engaging in devotion, I am doing puja, I am doing chanting. No, at the same time, we must judge ourselves whether I have this quality or not. Automatically, this quality will manifest. If we are not manifesting this quality, means we have some problem. We are not so serious. We have to be. Therefore, we should imbibe this quality always. We should not be envious. Understanding. This understanding of Krishna consciousness also very important. The knowledge is there, must be there. So we should know that, these are the qualities that are to Krishna. So we should not be very envious to others. We should not be thinking that I have my car, my house. We should not be false ego, my body, my family. We should not be, we should not be disturbed when there is a happiness, means I am very much elated. There is a saying that your happiness should not go to your head, and your sadness, failure, your success should not go to head, your failure should not go to head. That means you should be equal in both happiness and distress. Not that happiness means you are jumping. Oh, I did it. And distress means, oh God, what's going on? We should be equal in both happiness and distress. We should be tolerant. Sometimes some devotee may insult us, or some circumstantially we are insulted by ignorant people also. What is this tilak? What is this devotee chanting? What is this sikha? What they are doing? Sometimes they criticize, but we should be tolerant and always satisfied. No, I don't do Krishna. You did not give more money. How to do chanting? How to come to temple? You are not taking care of my job, my family. This is happening in neophyte level. We have gone through all the things. So this happened. So, but devotee means somehow and satisfied. Self-controlled is very important. Self-controlled way. You should not be Krishna consciousness means always think that we should not go for the mundane sense gratification. Engage in devotional service with determination. With determination, I have a determination. I have to do that. Prabhupada says that success depends on determination and effort. Without determination, we cannot. There was a very good story is there. One time there was that a bird which is, bird was laying egg in the bank of river, ocean, and ocean took these eggs, and he was threatening the ocean, you return, otherwise I will dry you. And he was laughing, ocean, what you can do? Then he was so determination. Every day he will take one drop of ocean and one drop of from the ocean and take it outside, throw outside. And Garuda saw this. It took the attention of Garuda, the determination. Garuda came and helped. Garuda threatened this ocean. I will dry up you. You know who am I? So better you return all these eggs. Then finally the ocean returned eggs to the bird. Because of determinations. So determination means Krishna will help those who help himself. We are determined Krishna will give all facilities for our growth. Prabhupada always say that. I have posted in Facebook. All facility will be given to a person who is actually sincere, who is determined. And his mind and intelligence fixed. Our intelligence should not be, where I will get good money, where I will have a security, bank balance. What is that called? My investment, my security of my wife, my children, my house. All this kind of security should not be, misutilize our intelligence on this pursuit or learn something mundane thing, frivolous sports, and to be a chess player, this cricket player. No, our intelligence always how to become a devotee, how to serve the Lord, how to propagate Krishna consciousness, how to preach. Our intelligence always fixed in Krishna. And also mind also, always, somehow and other. We have so many things, mind, hearing, chanting, so many, seeing the Lord, just like who was doing Amrish Maharaj. Amrish was Savai Manaha Krishna Padaravinda Bachansi Vaikuntha Vandane, Gunavandane. Always engage in the service. His hand is service, so cleaning of the thing, his leg is engaged in the service to go to temple. His mouth or tongue is engaged in speaking of Krishna. His ears are engaged in the service of hearing Krishna. His eyes are engaged in service of seeing Krishna. His smell, his nose is engaged in smelling the tulasi from the lotus feet of the mouth. So many ways, all these senses are engaged. Therefore, Ambrish Maharaj is a perfect devotee. For 24 hours is engaged. These are the qualities. Going back to Godhead, not easy things. We should develop these qualities, become endeared to Krishna. Then Krishna will bring us immediately. So thank you very much. If you have any no questions, so we can stop here, and there is chat there. Thank you. We can go slow. Thanks for taking in details. It helps us to understand better. Prabhuji, what is right way to preach to non-devotee when they see us wait, we do not eat outside, do not talk? What is the right way to tell them so that they also understand the importance of spirituality? Yes. So we can go slow in next time. I thought you have been attending the classes, you must be picking up faster. So I think myself I am slow. Anyway, next class and all slow. So we will see, this is the thing, to devotee, non-devotee preaching is very simple. First of all, we do not, just like Prabhupada. Prabhupada never engage him in the devotional service. First, the restriction, rules and regulations. No, don't eat that, do's and do not. That is later on we can introduce. But first thing we have to introduce that chant Hare Krishna. Tell them that why fertility of material life, important of spiritual life. Not that you are telling this. This is the spoken by Krishna. Bhagavad Gita. So many sages, Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. It has been instructed that the purpose of human life to revive our Krishna consciousness. So we have to tell them, we have to give the reference. That is the main thing. And the most easiest process of reviving our Krishna consciousness in this age of Kali to chant the Hare Krishna. Automatically, then we can introduce that what is the favorable devotional service. If we are sinful, we cannot advance progress. Therefore, we should to give up all the restrictions. That is the later part will come. Initially, they will not, nobody, even Prabhupada also never introduced all the things. Prabhupada first let them come, let them first have a good association, how we are doing, what is our activities, how we are happy, prasadam, kirtan, inviting for kirtan, prasadam. First of all, invite them for kirtan, give them prasadam. Slowly, gradually they become Krishna consciousness. You tell about the chanting is so important. For materially, spiritually, all benefit chanting. So Lord has deposited all his spiritual potency, magnificence in chanting. Therefore, it is so important. So in this way, slowly you can bring them to, not that one day also we don't become Krishna consciousness. It takes us time. So because we have been conditioned since time memorial, it is against our principle, against our taste, against our experience. So the best way to paramadhushta nivatante, you have to give them some higher taste. Just like a child, he do not want to study. So his mother say, I will give you ice cream, come and study. Then he will stop playing and come. Similarly, we should give them the higher one. You are taking outside food, I am inviting you to my house, prasadam, beautiful paneer, prasadam, different prasadam. So they will see that higher. Bring them to the Hare Krishna temple or their bhajan kirtan. So when they hear about Krishna, automatically purification, medicine, they will take the medicine knowingly or unknowingly, and it will act. It will purify them. And they will be slowly inclined to become. And also invite them for some hearing process, Bhagavad Gita. Hearing something small, very simple talks. Introduction to Bhagavad Gita, introduction to spirituality. Once they hear also, that is also medicine through years. Kirtan also medicine through years. Prasadam also here. So therefore it is said that the easy process is to chant and take prasadam. So this is the way we should tell them. Let them take coffee, never mind, tea, coffee, first of all, bring. One time Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was telling why in Calcutta temple was there, Bagh Bazaar, headquarter of Gaudiya Math. So one time the Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati saw that so many people are not coming to temple, but they are going to outside of our. So they asked why they are going to there. What is there? No, there was some tea stall is there. Then he told, put the tea stall in front of our Gaudiya Math. Let them come take tea, but come to temple. See, that was this mood of Acharya. Jena tena prakarena manaha Krishna nivashyate. Rupa Goswami says, other made them to engage in Krishna. Then automatically they will purify. So preacher has to be very careful to bring them, not to so much that break them like this. No, slowly. You should slowly give them association, not to take their association. Association is very important. We have become Krishna consciousness because of association, by hearing Prabhupada, associating with devotee. Similarly, we have to give this opportunity to others. Although they criticize, never mind. We try to appreciate. But unless when they blaspheme it, they do not hear it totally blaspheme, then that time we should not take care of them. We should not concern, we should not associate with them. We try, if they are agreed, try. Okay, if they started blaspheming, oh, your Krishna is bad, your spiritual master is bad, devotees are bad, this blaspheming means it's not good. Because more we talk with them, more they become blasphemous, more their chances of going back to become God, going back to Godhead become slim. Therefore, devotees are more merciful. They avoid this association. They do not associate with those who are blasphemous. But those who are innocent, Prabhupada says that those who are innocent, better to preach them. Although they are non-devotee, but innocent, better to preach them. They can become devotee. For those who are envious, no, sir. Sorry, I have nothing to do with you. Because they are envious means they become more and more blasphemous, offensive. Then they become more and more, we should not associate. Therefore, the Madhyamadhikari, they should always talk with the favorable people. They will not avoid all unfavorable. That is called preachers. Preachers mean Madhyamadhikari. Neophyte are not preachers. They are simply service to they are attached to the deity worship and faithfully worshipping the Lord. But they are not preachers. But Madhyamadhikari is preachers, but they will avoid the envious association. For their benefit, for the benefit of the envious, because they are more and more blasphemous. So this is the act of preaching. Those who are innocent, we must preach them. Jare dekha tare ka Krishna Upadesh. So hope this answers you. This is what Prabhupada had told about this one. Thank you. If we will stop here, we will stop here. We will continue. Yes, so we will go a little slow henceforward. So thank you very much for attending. Hare Krishna. All goes to Srila Prabhupada.